Anyone who's gone on a first date knows that it can be nerve-wracking. You want to do everything right and make sure you don't say anything awkward or misstep. Real estate is no different, and for real estate agents, consistency is a major challenge for their day-to-day business. What if I told you there's a way to overcome inconsistency in your real estate business so that you never have to fear this again and be more consistent? Hi, my name is Mansour. I've been a top producing agent now for over 15 years. It wasn't always easy for me, and I was lucky enough to experience the ups and downs of many different real estate markets. But the good news is that you don't have to, as what I'm about to show you will generate business and build relationships for life. The real estate industry is frenetic in the same way it's fast-paced. There are new offerings and services popping up almost every day in our social media news feeds. This relentless pace makes staying consistent with your branding, messaging, and pricing difficult, especially if you're just starting out or have limited resources. However, staying consistent isn't just challenging, it's so important that it could be the difference between success and failure as an agent. If you are an agent who struggles with consistency in your business, you are going to love this video, and stick around to the end where I'm going to share with you the one thing I do to make sure my business is always consistent. To stay consistent, real estate agents need to focus on what they do best, having conversations. This is a very important part of our business, as we are in the business of relationships, not selling houses. To stay consistent with this, you want to make sure you are doing several things, such as meeting with people face-to-face every week for coffee or lunch. I try and meet with a minimum of 3 people a week, face-to-face. Calling your sphere is another important task to keep consistent. You want to talk to your sphere with a 70-30 mindset, 70% listening, 30% talking. In these conversations, you are listening to their stories and learning what's going on in their life. They will ask you how the real estate market is, and you will tell them. Make sure you build these 2 tasks into your daily schedule. Time block them. You won't regret it. One of the biggest mistakes real estate agents make is not staying consistent with their branding and messaging. When you invest time and money into marketing yourself, the best thing to do is continuously market yourself. You don't want your brand to go stale or fall out of the minds of prospective relationships. If you're constantly marketing yourself and your brand, then you will always be top of mind and rememberable. One important note on this is when you are marketing yourself and your brand, always make sure you are distributing value to your audience. The importance of staying consistent goes beyond just keeping people looking at yourself and your brand. Consistency also helps with business building. If you have an inconsistent message, potential clients will question why they should work with you. They may think that if they aren't informed on one aspect of your service or product, then they're not getting their money's worth. To avoid this problem, make sure that all aspects of your business are up to date and consistently share information about new listings, services, and market conditions by including updates in your blog posts and social media posts. To prevent inconsistency in any field, it's important for professionals in that field to continue educating themselves on new strategies and how the industry has changed over time. Keeping up to date on current trends will help consistency in any field. Real estate agents often struggle with consistency because they can't afford to lose leads. If you want to stand out, you need a consistent message and branding. For example, let's say your website has a modern layout and your logo. Your blog posts are long form and written in a conversational tone. Whenever you post on social media, you share specific information about the listings you have or properties. A consistent brand goes beyond your marketing tactics and includes all aspects of your business. For example, if you're a real estate agent and you change the way you represent yourself on social media, it could impact how people perceive you in general. So when developing your brand, make sure to include consistency across all channels, including social media. And while consistency is a challenge for every realtor, it's also what brands need to succeed. It's time for my pro tip of the week. To ensure success and consistency as a real estate agent, I have developed these key 4 steps. I always advise my colleagues to build and follow a consistent brand for themselves using these steps. First, narrow down your target audience. Who are you trying to attract to your tribe? In my last video, I discussed the importance of niching for your real estate business. Who is your audience? Make sure you define this. I know agents who have been in the business for years and still don't know who their audience is. They would tell me buyers and sellers. Too broad, get specific and drill down. What type of buyer or what type of seller is what I'm talking about here. Second, develop a clear branding message that can be easily communicated. Stay very consistent with this on all your social platforms. I cannot stress this enough. If you are not political on your feed, then don't start being political on your feed, or religious. I always advise people to stay away from both these topics. Keep it real and keep it consistent. Third, set up social media accounts that are well designed. I would highly recommend working with a company that does this if you don't have the creative tech skills to do it yourself. You want to make sure this branding is consistent across all the social media platforms that you are a part of. Build the content once, repurpose it across all your social channels forever. This video you are watching right now has been repurposed across 15 other social channels. It is consistent and saves time, our most precious asset. Fourth, make sure messages align with your website and other marketing materials. This, my friends, is very important as they must be married to each other. Having different messaging is not ideal and inconsistent for yourself and your branding. And finally, have a consistent schedule for posting content on social media. You want to make sure you are staying top of mind and that you are always posting. I have my own social media calendar. In fact, I post new videos here on YouTube every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. No excuses. You can always get ahead of your schedule to ensure consistency by creating content on one day and posting it on another. You can also schedule your social media posts months out if you want to. The point is, it's scheduled, it's consistent, and once you get busy, because you will, your posts will be posting in the background while you're building relationships. Lack of consistency and commitment can cause a lot of downtimes in your real estate business. Having said that, we all have our ups and downs, even me. In my next video, I'm going to discuss dealing with difficult people. We have all dealt with difficult people and encountered relationships with our clients that eventually went sour. We are going to discuss how to prevent this from happening in your real estate business. Also, if you want to dig deeper into your business, you can schedule a call with me below. It's complimentary, no strings attached, as I'm always intrigued by what's going on with other people's real estate business and how I can help. Let's develop a blueprint for your business for life.